My name is Andrew. I am a rancher, a marksman, an outdoorsman, and a bladesmith. I've spent most of my life seeking adventure in one way or another, or in one place or another, and I would like to share all of that with you. This evening, I will be doing a reconnaissance mission on a squatter that has taken up residence in the property above us. So this person is illegally staying on this property, and they have caused an explosion leading to a fire. And in a rural community like I live in, this is a problem. On top of that, 2 nights over the past month, we've actually heard screaming, very unpleasant screaming coming from that property up there. So once it gets a little bit darker tonight, I'm going to be heading on up there and showing you guys the things that I do in order to remain unseen while doing some light reconnaissance on a very clear threat in the neighborhood. Cheetah. This is Sheila. This is my tactical assault dog. She's way too fat to come with me. So my attire choices, I am wearing shorts, but they're dark colored camouflage, dark colored bag. Reason why I have a bag with me is in the case that something does go wrong. This person is technically a neighbor, even though they are an illegal resident. What I don't want to do, if I am caught, is return directly to my house, because that could open us up for threats in the future. So if I am caught, first thing I'm going to do is go away from my house, and in the bag I have a really simple sleep system. I've got a bivvy, I have a military poncho and some stakes, and I have just a little emergency food supply, just some granola bars just to hold me over, and I do have 3 liters of water. I will not show you because of YouTube's policies, but I do have a firearm, and it is important to know that the firearm choice is a revolver. This means that I won't be leaving any shell casings behind, and I can use this as a deterrent should I be attacked by this potentially hostile person. Now, I'm not sure the actual model for this pack, but this does come from 511. It's pretty light. Honestly, my favorite feature is the fact that it has this little sunglass case built right into the top. Fits my pit vipers pretty well, so that's great for just my everyday hiking pack. But the pack itself is narrow, a little bit long. This means that you can duck and weave, move fast with it. Very supportive straps. Fits my hydration pack pretty well, and this is sort of my hiking/combat pack. If you go into the inside, you can tear the pack pretty much directly open. Right here in the front, I have a basic trauma kit, tourniquet, basic things to keep blood inside your body. This is the sleep system that I told you about, kept in a dry bag just in case, and pretty straightforward. Next to nothing in the pack. Sort of just a, if shit hits the fan, I know that I don't have to come home and risk the safety of my residence for this hostile person. So basically from here on out, what we're gonna do is just wait for it to get dark, and we're gonna head on up the hill. It's about a 1.5 mile hike, and once we sort of get on up there, we're gonna scope it out and see what he's working with, see if there's anything unusual going on, and we'll report that information to the police. So as it gets darker here, you can see that the moon is not full, so it is going to be dark tonight, and it's looking like it's going to be a cloudy, somewhat windy night, so a lot of the stars will be blocked, my noise will be muffled, and I'll be heading up this hill here a little ways, and I'll see what I find. Alright, so operation has begun. What's going to happen is I'm going to get to the top of this hill. There's 2 things that are dangerous. The first is that you get heard. Since there's not a lot of wind, that's entirely possible. The second is you can be seen. And as you can see, it's dark, but there is a light source. There's homes in the same valley. So as you reach the top of the hillside, what can happen is you can cast a silhouette against the lights below you. So it's important that you enter the top of the hillside on the side of the hill that has no buildings to cast a silhouette. And that's what we're going to do. We have to go around the front. So, just noticed there's some action going on at one of the homes below us. We've got some bright lights. There was a spotlight. There you go. You can see the spotlight moving there. Too bright to be a flashlight. Looks like we might have a squad car down there. Wonder what might be going on. So, unfortunately, I've run into a problem. There's a mountain lion right in front of me. I'd considered this possibility. Come on, then. I think what we do re-geared up and I'm returning. Frankly, at this point, the mountain lion could have easily been a bobcat. I don't know, tan in color, about the size of, large dog, something like that. Whatever it was could easily be gone at this point. But I switched to a brighter light because I like to scope out the dark side of the mountain before I go too far back up. I switched to a rifle because my revolver is a .22. If there's a large cat up here, I don't really want to deal with anything with a .22. Okay, I'm back to where I was when I saw the mountain lion. So I was here in the dark. This is sort of a first little break in the hill. Top of the hill's a little bit up there. I have one more break before I have to go lights out. But right here, large tan four-legged creature. Went that way and stopped right there. Right here. Let's see if we can. There you go. One here. Disturbance right there. Went up that trail that way, just like I thought. There's an originating step right there. Here's this little hidey hole trail that goes down the way over there. So, small print. Bobcat coyote. It's pretty, the prints are all pretty disturbed because it was moving pretty fast. Let's see what's up. Alright. I'm on the last little flat spot before I reach this peak. At this point, you don't want to use any light. You want to be quiet. If we have a predator out here still, you just have to count on behind a drawn shade. He's inside. You might be able to hear the generator at this distance here. There's a peek of the house. What we like to call guys like this that are squatting. A lot of times they're doing drugs and they're real paranoid. So you're constantly looking through the shades. And he's done that twice. He's what we like to call a window peeker. Biggest thing here, most important part of this trip, is the cops say that they've shown up and that there is no sign of the location being inhabited, and that there's no power. You don't run a generator unless you're home. So for me tonight, I'm on my way down now because that window peeker was doing a lot of peeking. The most important part of this reconnaissance mission was to reveal and to provide evidence to law enforcement that there is indeed somebody still there, and that somebody is a problem. Tomorrow, I'll show them this video.